Hi, new and expectant parents. I'm Carla from United Way. We're so excited to be here to celebrate with you today. We'd love to know who's here, so if you're comfortable, please put your first name, your city, and your child's ages into the chat. This has been a really great week of events with presentations focused on health and safety, breastfeeding and bringing home a newborn, parenting supports, family and community supports, and childcare. All events from this week's community baby shower can be viewed on United Way of Mass Bay's website. We'll put that into the chat and we'll send it out later today in our follow-up email as well. All of you that are attending today will be entered to win a book basket, and the winner will be notified after the event. Today, we will be focused on reading with your child and celebrating your role as parents. So congratulations, thank you for joining us. And with that, I'll pass it over to Marianne from Raising a Reader.
Good morning, Carla. Thank you so much for that introduction. And I would say good morning and congratulations to all of the new and expecting parents. Congratulations to you as well. I am Marianne Lerner from Raising a Reader Massachusetts, Director of Development. And Raising a Reader Massachusetts works with over 120 partners across Massachusetts. Partners such as Family and Children's Services, who will be joining us later on this morning and sharing about our dialogic reading, which we'll share about what that means as well a little later on. Raising a Reader provides foundational and engagement reading skills through our parent and caregiver workshops for families with children from birth to 6 years old. In addition, we also provide a rotating read book library that is filled with books that is age appropriate and culturally appropriate for your children. Today, we will be sharing a little bit more about dialogic reading, and joining me will be my colleague, Katie Duffy, Director of Programs for Raising a Reader Massachusetts. And then later on, we'll have a conversation with Mariana from program. She's the Program Director for Family and Children's Services, as well as Angela Aguilar. Katie, will you please join me?
Hello.
Katie, before you speak, I'm just going to let everyone know that after our conversation, we will also have a story time video as well. And I encourage everyone to please put your questions in the Q&A as you have them. United Way staff will keep an eye on all the questions, and we will have for you a Q&A after the presentation. So listen in, and we'll be happy to answer all of your questions. Katie?
Great. Thank you, Marianne. At Raising a Reader Massachusetts, we celebrate you as your child's first teacher. And it's that deep connection that each and every one of you holds with your child that allows you to foster a child's natural curiosity to learn and their inclination to explore. So fathers, mothers, expectant parents, you are in a unique position to encourage a love of books. And the great news is you can start now with babies of any age. So we do this at Raising a Reader Massachusetts through a strategy called dialogic reading. And if you want to go to the next slide, please. Dialogic reading is just a fancy term to describe interacting with your child around a book. Children show us their interests, and as we learn to listen, really listen to those verbal and nonverbal cues, we allow children to become the storytellers, and they can tell infinite variations of stories. It has nothing to do with the words on the page. It's all about the pictures. But this special kind of listening and responding we do looks different at different ages, right? So a toddler will be turning pages of a board book and beginning to ask simple questions. Prior to that, around a child's first birthday, children will be repeating simple words, naming simple objects, maybe beginning to point. Long before that, children are going to vocalize their pleasure or displeasure as they respond to what we're concentrating on a page. By 6 months, children see the full range of colors in pictures. And even by 1 month, babies are able to look at faces and objects in books and are particularly called to that contrast of black and white. So what does this mean? What does this look like in practice? So I'm going to ask you to imagine that I have a book in front of me. I'm open to a page, and this page has a picture of lots of different cats. So I'm holding my infant, my newborn, and I'm going to say, look at these cats. I see a gray one. I'm pointing to them, a black one, an orange one, and a purple one. That's funny. I've never seen a cat with purple fur. As my child gets older, a 6-month-old, I might say, now I'm on the same page, same cats, I might say, lots of cats here. How many legs does a cat have? Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right. Cats have 4 legs, and we just counted that in French. So I'm asking questions, I'm pausing, I'm not expecting a verbal answer because my child's not verbal yet, and then I'm answering together, right? By 1 year, I might be saying, can you point to the cat? What does a cat say? That's right, a cat says meow. You just pointed to the big, fluffy, orange cat who's sitting on the couch. You and I are sitting on a couch right now looking at this book. So this whole time I'm really watching my child. I'm listening to my child to see their interest, right? Where do they look? Where do their eyes go to on the page? Where do they vocalize in response to what I'm showing and talking about and calling attention to? And I'm going to pick up on that interest and concentrate on that. If I don't see any interest, I'm going to turn the page, right? Maybe my child is more interested in talking about dogs today than cats. That's fine as well. Whatever they show us, we're going to respond back to them and expand on it. So you're doing this great job of following your child's lead. And what you're doing is you're asking questions, you're expanding on answers. And through that, you're building vocabulary, you're increasing expressive and receptive language development, you're expanding pre-literacy skills. And this back and forth as you respond to your child's verbal and nonverbal cues, you are building connections in their brain, and you're creating a solid foundation for all future learning. So here's the best news. This is simple, this is fun, and this really works. So right now I'm going to ask Mariana and Angela to join me and share some tips and tricks for success as they do this every day with families.
Thank you, Katie. Good morning, moms and babies. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Mariana Marquez. Family and Children's Service promotes early literacy using the dialogic reading model. Learning to read and write doesn't start in kindergarten or first grade. Developing language and literacy skills begins at birth through everyday loving interactions, such as sharing books, telling stories, singing songs, and talking to one another. Play and read are the chief ways that infants learn how to move, how to communicate, socialize, and understand their surroundings. And during the first month of life, your baby will learn by interacting with you, mom. So you, mom, play a very important role in preparing young children to future school success and helping them become self-confident and motivated learners. So remember, literacy starts with a love of and interest in books. Thank you. And now Angela we'll talk about when and how to read with your baby.
Thank you, Mariana. Good morning. My name is Angela. Welcome to our virtual community baby shower. Today, I will continue talking about dialogic reading and when and how to read with your baby. As we learn, dialogic reading is having a conversation about the book. Even though the baby does not respond with words, they can still interact with you and the book. So let's see our first slide, when to read to your baby. First, it doesn't take special skills or equipment. Just you, your baby, and some book. This means that all you need is your voice. Babies love to hear you. This supports social and emotional development. Second, read aloud for a few minutes and focus on pages that you and your baby enjoy. Do not worry about finishing the whole book, but try to read often to your baby. It will encourage your baby to look, point, and touch. This helps with social development and thinking skills. Third, try to read every day to create routine and bond with your child. For example, it can be before nap time or bedtime. You can plan at a special reading time during the day. For example, reading before bedtime or nap time will help calm your baby. And the last one says, choose times when your baby is dry, fed, and alert, which is very important. As a parent, you will learn when the right moment is to read and enjoy time with your baby. Now, let's see our second slide, please. I'm gonna learn how to read with your baby. Thank you. Number one, cuddling while you read helps your baby feel safe, warm, and connected to you. So let your baby have an eye contact with you, so he or she can see every expression on your face while you're reading. Number two, read with expression. Make your voice higher or lower where it's appropriate, or use different voices for different characters. For example, if we have a book where it's talking about bears, we can say, Papa Bear says, that's my chair. Or Baby Bear says, I am happy. So you can change your voice, the tone. Number three, during the reading, ask questions or make comments on the pictures or text. For example, if we have an animal book, we can say, where is the doggy? Let's see. Let's find the doggy. And then you can point to the picture and say, there he is. Or you can hide the picture with your hand and ask again, where is the doggy? And then you can add a description. For example, it can be, what a cute brown doggy. You can describe colors, shapes, or letters. Number four, sing nursery rhymes, make funny animal songs, or move around with your baby. Sing, for example, twinkle, twinkle, little. You can make a pause and then start. Or you can make animal sounds like the cow says, woo. Look at the cat. The cat says, meow, meow. And you can go with all the animals. You can act silly like a monkey and do the movements. Look at the monkeys coming. Anything that shows that reading is fun. And number five, babies love and learn from repetition. So do not worry of reading the same book over and over. Spending time with your baby in a book shows that reading is important. And finally, dialogic reading is the one thing that has an influence on brain development, language development, school readiness, and parent-child bonding. So now I will show you a quick sample about dialogic reading with your baby. And I'm gonna need the help of this beautiful baby. His name is Johnny, okay? Hi, Johnny. So as I say, you can put your baby, let the baby have eye contact with you, that he can see your face while you read. So you can put your baby in a chair, looking at you, or in the bed, or you can hold your baby on your arm. Then we can start saying, you can take out a couple books and say, Johnny, what book do you want to read today? Do you want to read about trucks? Or do you want to read about animals? Later, when your baby is bigger, he's going to touch the book. He's going to try to touch it. So you can say, good choice. We're going to read about animals today. And as I say, you can open the book. You don't have to start from the beginning. Just open the book and look for the pictures. Johnny, look it. We have a baby cat here. You see the baby cat? The baby cat says, meow, meow. Look, it has 2 eyes. Let's count the eyes. 1, 2. 2 eyes like you. 1, 2. And you can continue like that. See, we have a monkey here. Look at who's coming. The baby monkey. He's looking for his mom. Or maybe he's hungry. He wants a banana. You can describe colors. Look at the butterfly. Wow, it's a yellow butterfly. And he's flying. And you could go on and on with different books. We have another book here. See? Play, baby. You can also read if you want. Hey, baby, it's time to play. Let's make some noise. Shake, shake, shake. You can try your baby to touch the book too, or just listen to the different sounds. For example, hey, baby, look at the baby. He's playing with 3 little dogs. Let's count the dogs. 1, 2, 3. Anything that is a time where you and your baby need to enjoy. And remember that reading is the fundamental skill for learning. Thank you.
Thank you, Mariana. I'm not sure if you can hear me, Mariana, but thank you so much to Katie, Mariana, and Angela. It was such a great information that you've been giving us today. And so we've been monitoring some questions, and we'd like to continue to find out a little bit more from our expected parents on the line. One of the questions, and this can be answered by any of the 3, is, my child is not really a reader. What do I do to engage my child if they don't like to read? Thank you, Hannah, for that question. Ladies?
I can start out with that. Well, I can start out with that one. That's a great question, and it's a very common occurrence, right? And so the question is really about how do we foster that love of reading? And we certainly want interaction with books to be successful. So you want to start really small. It could be, as Angela said, asking the child what book they want to choose. It could be finding a book about something they're interested in. If your child loves trucks, let's get a book about trucks, and your first interaction around that book might be 5 seconds. It might be, oh, your truck is, the yellow truck is your favorite one. Look at this page, it also has a yellow truck. Hold them up next to each other, and then you're done, right? Just end on a positive note. The next time you go back to it, maybe it's 7 seconds, right? So I would just build on what their natural interests are, keep it short, and try to continually expand. Mariana and Angela, what did I miss?
Yeah, you're right. Not every child loves to read. That's clearly so. But there are some reasons why your child, the children don't like to read, and maybe because the child feels like the reading it's like a chore, or they have a difficulty readings skills, or reading is boring. So, but when you find out when the parents find out why the child doesn't like to read, it's the time to address these issues and more this activity more enjoyable. So this is a very fun activity that everybody enjoys, and it's not like homework or something like that. So find a very good books to them, and make and give them the choice to choose what they want to read.
That's great. So what I'm hearing is finding what the child's interested in, finding an activity that they can engage in, and take it little bites by little bites of reading each time, and increase it over time. And more than likely that will become a habit of reading and a love for reading. Thank you, ladies. Another question that came to us today is, let's see here. I'm going to put this to looking at novels or stories. As my child gets older, how do I know when it's time to start reading longer stories, and what developmental milestones will be indicators for different levels of reading? Thank you, Mona, for that question.
I think one of the most natural ways to gauge that is as you watch your child's attention span grow over time, right? So you'll start out, as Angela was saying, you might only be looking at 1 page or 2 pages. But as you see your child is able to look at every page and every picture in every page, that's a cue to kind of start going to longer books, right? So rather, more with more pictures, more pages, maybe more text. As you, I would say the children's librarian at any library can help you find books to get to the next range as well. And some of the question made me think you were talking about older children when you're getting into more novels. Once your child is in school, teachers will also be helping with appropriate selection of books around content and length and ability to get children to master grade level reading.
Great. Thank you, Katie. Our next question is, I don't have a book nearby and I'm just about to change my baby's diapers. So what can I do to continue to practice the dialogic reading skills that you talked about earlier?
I can answer that.
Go ahead, Angela.
Yes. As I say, if you don't have like a book around you, you can sing. You see, babies love to hear your voice. So you can start also describing what is around in the room. See, we're gonna change your diaper because you have a dirty diaper. Or let's take a wipe out. You wanna touch the wipe. This is a wipe we're gonna clean. We're gonna undress you. We're gonna put your pants. So you can describe around the room, describe what you're doing with the baby, or you can just start making a story. So like, it's all like imagination, but describing. The babies need an interaction with you. You know, if they want to add more.
That's fantastic, Angela.
I would say that.
Go ahead, Katie.
And that's such a lovely question that I think really rose to the surface during the pandemic, and that many families didn't have books at home, right? And so while we talk about dialogic reading, it's really, as Angela had said, it's really conversations, right? It's that back and forth that is building those connections in the brain. So you can do dialogic reading without a book, and you can embed it in all your daily routines, whether you're cooking or folding laundry or going for a walk or changing a diaper or anything like that. Is possible content for these back and forth responses and listening to your child's cues and building vocabulary.
Fantastic. So use what you have around the room and you can find ways to build your child's vocabulary. Thank you both, Angela and Katie, for those answers. We have another question. Do we have time? Is that okay, ladies? Yes. So how can I keep my child's attention while reading? Oftentimes my child might be looking around or crawling or just not paying attention. What can I do in order to keep my child's attention while reading?
Well, I can take that one and then pass it off to Mariana and Angela. So, children have different attention spans, both because developmentally their attention continues to grow and expand, but also there are some differences in children sometimes where attention can be more difficult for a particular child. And so I would say you can minimize distractions, right? So as much as possible, have the TV off, not be, talking on the phone, not have other exciting things around them to distract them. But I would also say use again what they're interested in. If your child is excited about crawling, then maybe set up a path of books along the rug, right? And crawl past them or crawl in between them, make an obstacle course of books. And at the end, the book is the one about the trucks, which they love, and you're gonna read one page of that. And I would also say, more importantly, remember, we want this to be successful. So if their attention span is 5 seconds, then you want to do 4 seconds. So you end on a good note. And the more interesting it is, you will see their attention continue to expand over time, because that just happens very naturally in the developmental sequence.
Fantastic. Well, we have so many questions that are coming in. I will say that due to time, the questions will be answered throughout the week by United Way. So please continue to submit your questions and we'll be happy to share those answers throughout the week. Now we'll go to story time. So thank you for paying attention during this time. Now listen for some of these great questions. There's going to be a book called From Head to Toe by Eric Carlisle. And this book is a colorful and energetic board book that will have young readers clapping their hands, stomping their feet, and wiggling their toes. Also, please continue to just think of all of the ideas that you heard today as you're listening and watching this video, because all of these things you can do as well. So next is From Head to Toe.
My name is Maylin, and today we're going to read a book together. Let's see what book we have. Wow, the title of this book is called From Head to Toe, and the author of the book is Eric Carle. Eric Carle is also the illustrator. What does an illustrator do? Yeah, Eric Carle, the illustrator, also drew all of these beautiful pictures that you're going to see. By looking at the cover of the book, what do you think the story is about? Wow, that's a really great idea. Yeah, I think the story might be about this gorilla, and maybe the gorilla will be touching his head and his toes. Maybe he's going to do a silly dance. Maybe it's going to be about a lot of different animals. Yeah, a lot of different animals. Well, let's find out and see. From Head to Toe by Eric Carle. Illustrated by Eric Carle. Whoa, look at all of these colors. What colors do you see? Yeah, I see the red, and I see the green, the yellow, and many other colors. What do you think this person is doing? Yeah, I can see that the person is touching his head and his toe. Yes, and he may be doing a silly dance. The penguin says, I am a penguin and I can turn my head. Can you do it? The person says, I can do it. So this penguin has a beak. Yes, the beak is pretty long. And this penguin can turn his head. How many feet does the penguin have? Let's count. 1, 2. 2 feet. Wow, just like the person. 1 foot, 2 feet. Wow, they have the same amount of feet. I am a giraffe, and I can bend my super long neck. The person says, I can do that too. How many legs and feet does the giraffe have? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 legs and 4 feet. Does the human have 4 legs and 4 feet? No, that's silly. No, we only have 2 legs and 2 feet. I am a buffalo, and I raise my shoulders so high. Can you do it? Person says, I surely can. Look at this massive shoulder. It's so large. And he raises it really, really high. How many legs and feet does the buffalo have? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. What other animal has 4 legs and 4 feet? Good memory. The giraffe with the super long neck has 4 legs and 4 feet. I am a monkey and I wave my arms. Can you do it? I surely can, the person says. What noise does the monkey make when he waves his arms? Yeah, I'll make it with you. He said, ooh, ooh, ah, ah, as he waves his arms. I am a seal and I clap my hands. Can you do it? The person says, I can do it. Can you clap your hands with me? Oh, look at it. We're acting like seals. I am a gorilla and I thump my chest. Can you do it? I can do it, the person says. Be careful, don't thump your chest too hard. I am a cat and I arch my back. Can you do it? I can do it, the person says. Come on, let's arch our back like the cat. How do you think the cat is feeling right now? Yeah, that's a good idea. I think so too. I am a crocodile and I wiggle my hips. Can you do it? The person says, I can do it. Ooh, what would you do if you saw a crocodile so close to you? I would be so scared. I would be petrified. Yeah, I don't like crocodiles. I am a camel and I bend my knees. Can you do it? This person can do it, but some people can't do it because it hurts their knees, so just be careful. I am a donkey and I kick my legs. Can you do it? I can do it, the person says. Look at the donkey. He's kicking with his feet and his legs, just like the person. What noise does the donkey make? Yeah, he makes a silly noise too. He goes, ee-aw. Whoa, this is a gigantic, a massive, such big elephant. The elephant can stomp his feet. Can you do it? I can do it. Go ahead, pretend that you're an elephant and stomp your feet. I am I, and I wiggle my toe. Can you do it? This bird is called a parrot, and this parrot says, I can do it, I can do it. Can you wiggle your toe? You surely can. And that is the end. Wow, I loved this story. I loved how there were so many different animals and so many different movements, right? I can remember that there was a giraffe. I also remember that there was a crocodile, and that the crocodile wiggled his hips. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I think the wiggling was my favorite movement. Which one was your favorite movement? I see you acting it out. Yeah, there were lots of different movements, like bending your knees and also kicking their legs. This was a very active and fun book, don't you think? Wait for more next week. There'll be way more stories. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to that beautiful storytime video. We hope that you enjoyed it. And thank you to United Way for this wonderful program. Thank you to Mariana, Katie, as well as Angela. Now over to you, Kiara.
Thank you, Marianne, Katie, Angela, and Mariana for a great event today, and to all of our co-hosts and presenters this week that have brought resources to families virtually. We hope you have enjoyed the week's events and take advantage of the follow-up resources that have been sent out each day. All the information will be on United Way of Massachusetts Bay website if there's anything you want to check out further. We're so grateful that you chose to celebrate this exciting time in your family's life with us. As we've done each day this week, we'll close out today's event with the basics video, read and discuss stories that highlights the importance of interacting with books. If you want more information about the basics, you can sign up at the link on the screen to receive weekly text messages giving information and tips on how to help your child grow happy and smart while supporting your relationship with them. We wish you and your family all the best. Congratulations again, and thank you for celebrating with us.
How do children learn to think?
Llama, llama, red pajama, thump, thump, thump.
Reading to your child is a way to expose your child to language from the very beginning. It's a way to develop warm, fuzzy, good feelings associated with books and learning.
Llama, llama, stretch. Can you stretch? Llama, llama, bow.
With infants, choose books that are simple, sturdy, and colorful. It's all about the pictures when it's with infants.
Sometimes we'll just pick one up if it's playtime. We'll pick up a book and read it. He's really good at turning pages, so we don't always get through all the words. But it's more about pointing at the pictures and talking about them.
I'm a giraffe, and I have to...
Actively involving your child in this way is more important than reading all the words on the page. It's the experience that matters.
What are they doing? They're on a swing. I like.
Snuggle up with your child so that they feel cozy and have a good view. Point to different parts of the page as you tell the story.
Who's that? It's a mama.
You can also talk about the colors and the shapes in the pictures.
This is blue. Yellow. Reading a book to an infant, I think it's just hearing your voice and seeing the pictures. Eventually, she's able to see that pictures are associated with words. So we read the same books over and over again. So when she sees that picture, eventually she's going to understand that I'm pointing to the color blue, that's blue.
He closed the door and went back to the business of making his breakfast. He is making his breakfast, yes.
As children get a little bit older, you can expose them to other parts of the reading process. Before you start to read a book, examine the cover, talk about the title, flip through the pages to see all the colors. While you're reading, ask questions that get your child to think.
Where's the mouse? Ta-da! Ta-da! That's the mouse.
She asks questions. She recalls the story. So if you read it to her previously, she will recall, and sometimes I'm like, oh, wow, how'd you remember that? Because I don't. She will point certain things out, like this is a giraffe, or this is an ant, or this color is yellow. So it's good because it teaches me to make sure that I'm on my toes with her.
What does she say? Help. I need help.
Point to the words. Show them how reading works from left to right on the page. And there are spaces between the words. You can point to show them.
When I think it's a new word for him, I'll say, can you say that? And kind of try to define it in terms of the words I know he already knows.
Why can I be as big as a pig rolling in the mud, said Mouse. Where's the mouse? Oh, you're right. You're pointing right to the mouse.
As you read, stop once in a while to talk about what's happening in the story. Respond to your child's comments and questions. Build on your child's interest as they develop. So if they're interested in bugs or dinosaurs or butterflies, go to the library and get some books about those topics.
No one ever came to Bear's house. She loves reading.
The more fun reading is, the better. It's all about developing the lifelong love of learning, so make it fun. How do you help your child enjoy reading and discussing? Which of your family members and friends should also see this video? Please join us and help spread the word.
Hi, new and expectant parents. We so wish we could celebrate with you and your little ones in person today, and we still want to send our heartfelt congratulations from a distance. Despite the circumstances, I'm still so excited to be able to connect with you all virtually and share these resources. The baby shower is one of my all-time favorite examples of the community coming together in celebration. So on behalf of myself and my colleagues, I want to say congratulations, and we're wishing you and your families all the best.
Hola, madres y padres. Felicidades con su bebé. Desde todos de United Way, deseamos lo mejor y un feliz baby shower. Felicidades.
First, congratulations to all of the new and expectant mamas out there. Every new baby is so precious, and we are all so excited for the newest additions to your family to finally arrive. We're so sorry that we couldn't be there with you today celebrating with a big community baby shower. We were so excited to throw that for you, but for obvious reasons we had to cancel this year. But we did want you to know that we are thinking of you and we're there for you and your family. Congratulations again.
Congratulations. I'm Tiz. I wanted to congratulate all the new and expecting parents as you welcome, or maybe you've already welcomed the newest member of your family into your world. I know it's going to be a grand adventure for you, and I hope that the United Way's virtual baby shower helps you on that journey. Congratulations.
Congratulations! Congratulations!
Congratulations!
Congratulations.
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 Congratulations. Congratulations.
Hi, moms and dads. Congratulations on your little ones. I hope you're staying healthy and safe. And I'm sending my thoughts and best wishes to you during this time, to your whole family. So congratulations again.
Hi, Baby Shower community. We are so thrilled to share all the resources on this page with you and wish you and your new little ones all the best. Congratulations and stay safe.
Hola a todos los nuevos madres y padres. Muchas felicidades por la llegada de sus nuevos bebés. Que Dios les bendiga siempre. ¡Felicidades!
Congratulations.
Congratulations, new mums and dads.
On behalf of my colleagues and myself, I just want to say congratulations.